Hello and welcome to Pembroke High School, home of the Pembroke Titans as they take on the 11-4 North Quincy Raiders in tonight's highly anticipated league matchup. North Quincy coming to this game coming off a win against Hanover with a score of 54-38 in their last game. They are currently 11-4 with an overall record with a 5-3 Patriot League record. Coming into this game, there will only be one scratch. Senior captain, 6-foot guard, Nico Mortel will not be participating in this game due to an injury he picked up in an earlier game in the season. Heading into this game, North Quincy will be looking to knock off the undefeated Titans, who are revolving around a defense-first approach by first-year head coach Nick Vincenzi. This Pembroke team has been utterly dominant, almost blowing by every single team they've faced, with only the tight games being against Whitman Hanson and the last time they played North Quincy, but that wasn't really much of a close game as Pembroke still won by a sizable margin. North Quincy are going to be looking on three key things in this game to help them potentially knock off one of the most formidable teams in all of Massachusetts. Heading into this game, North Quincy will have to use their height down low with Colm Gary, Dahi Quinn, and Zach Taylor bossing that front court, trying to make mismatches down low and trying to use the pick and roll to their advantage. Along with quick ball movement and high percentage shots, that is something key against Pembroke. Pembroke do not make many mistakes, but if you can capitalize on the very few they make, you can keep yourself in a game. We saw that when Whitman Hanson took them to overtime not too long ago. And lastly, they need to capitalize on their free throws. Most teams that come against Pembroke, they don't get many open shots. They don't get many good looks. They don't get a lot of anything going. But one thing that has kept them in their game is free throw shooting. And that's not going to change tonight. As you can see, the North Quincy Raiders warming up right in front of you. They're going to have to be focusing beyond the arc and from the charity stripe to get as many points possible against this formidable, impenetrable Pembroke defense. And for Pembroke, coming off a win in their last game, as everyone expected, against Quincy, with a score of 46-32, they currently sit 15-0, a perfect season in the making for the Titans so far, led by a star duo nicknamed the Splash Brothers by students here at Pembroke between Brady Spencer and Joey Dwyer. They make it rain behind the arc. They should probably get a mortgage by how much time they spend behind the arc. Coming into this game, it's going to be the same as they've been all year. Get the shots up early, get open looks, and use that high motion, octane, fast break offense to keep it rolling and keep the points punishing on an unsuspecting team coming in. And not only is this team formidable, the crowd here in Pembroke is formidable. Seeing the best seasons in Pembroke men's basketball history, this crowd has gotten bigger and bigger each day, with the student section coming up with different themes for every single game. Tonight will be Whiteout trying to, maybe impersonate North Quincy before the games, but they definitely won't be cheering for North Quincy as the Pembroke Titans have a chance to make a splash here in Massachusetts, trying to get as high as a seed, not only Patriot League playoffs, but if they can win their division, they can also make the states, and maybe something magical will happen there. I like to think of this Pembroke team as the Hoosiers team from 1986. If you ever seen that movie, it's a great movie about high school basketball. No one gave them a chance at the beginning of the season. They weren't well coached. They had an undersized team, but they made it play. Well, Pembroke doesn't have an undersized team. Actually, they have, on average, one of the highest, tallest teams in all the Patriot League. They are a team that not many people saw making this great of a run. Certainly not an undefeated run 15 games into the season. But coming to this game, as I have pushed off a little bit, Pembroke will have to focus on three things, and it's the same thing every game, and it's helped them get out to what it has been, a shock season and a rememberable season so far. Heading into this game, they'll obviously be calling upon the hot hands of Brady Spencer and Joey Dwyer. Brady Spencer, who recently had a sprained ankle, is back to full fitness tonight, and he'll be playing most of the game. Joey Dwyer, on the other hand, is the sharpshooter. Put him anywhere on the court, behind the arc, on the baseline, anywhere, it's going in 9 times out of 10. You cannot let him get even an inch of space, or he'll make you pay for it. Along with that, Pembroke have been very good picking up on their fouls, going to the free throw line and fighting through contact to get those and ones, or maybe not even and ones, but getting really good situations to get a foul and to get those extra point pop opportunities. And lastly, they're going to need to play that defensive first, hard-nosed, impenetrable defense that they've shown throughout the entire season. And with about 50 seconds left to go before the lineups and everything start rolling, this is going to be one of the best matchups we've seen all year. The best matchup on Pembroke's schedule ever since they faced Whitman-Hanson, which was an overtime thriller that saw them win by 1. I'm not trying to make any predictions, but tonight is going to be a Goliath versus Goliath moment. A game for the history books that could change either program's history in this season. With only seconds away from the lineups and everyone getting ready, I just want to say thank you for tuning in tonight. My name is Mitchell Porter. I'm a student at Pembroke High School, and you'll be listening to me give you commentary over what has been slated the biggest matchup in Massachusetts so far, at least in Division II. And as the scorers table get everything set up, they ring the buzzer trying to get everyone hyped. The student section's all here. All the crowd's already sat down. We got no popcorn here, but we do have Mike and Ike's. We do have water. They all got that down. And now we're ready to announce the starting lineups. As I said before, North Quincy will be at least without one player, one of their star players throughout the entire season. Senior guard Nico Mortel has picked up an injury, and he's currently on crutches. He suffered a high ankle sprain earlier in the season, and he's obviously a huge miss to the team. But they'll be looking on for Kobe Wynn, Colm Gary, and Dahi Quinn to keep them high-firing like they have been, even with the absence, such a big absence, of Nico Mortel. And as we get ready to do the starting lineups, we see all the little mascots come onto the court trying to line up what we like to call, or like what everyone likes to call, the lineup tunnel. But, you know, a lot of people have different names for it. And we're going to be starting with the North Quincy Raiders, the visiting team's lineups. First off the bench will be playing point guard, freshman guard, number 4, Kobe Wynn. Playing the 2 guard, being the shooter on this team, number 22, junior guard, Nate Caldwell. Third off the bench and following up in that small forward position is going to see number 31, junior 6'2" guard / forward, Zach Taylor. Next off the bench is number 25, Dahi Quinn, sophomore captain, and to round it off for the Raiders, it is number 23, senior forward, Colm Gary. And now for the home Pembroke Titans, looking to extend on what has already been an incredible record-breaking season, as Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne runs through the rafters here as everyone gets hyped. Maybe not the parents so much, but the students definitely. And I am here to announce the Pembroke Titans starting lineup as one of the most noticeable and memorable riffs in all of modern rock history. Gets us kicked off with number 4, junior guard, Devontae Perry. Running that 1 guard, the point, the facilitator. Following up is the sharpshooter, version 2, number 22, junior guard / forward, Brady Spencer. Following off is the other half of the Splash Brothers, number 24, Joseph Dwyer. And going at the small forward position will be number 21, an avid Hornets lover, Connor Lockhart. And rounding off the starting 5, the formidable force down low, is number 23, senior Tom Considine. And with the lineups all announced and everyone ready to go, I ask you to please remove your caps as we perform the nation's anthem. rendition of our nation's anthem. This time they've changed it up. They haven't played the recording by the Pembroke High School Band, but that shouldn't deter you from what is an upcoming football season next fall. The Pembroke program looks to be getting better, as with every sport. And one of the best bands in the entire South Shore is the Pembroke High School Band. So if you're bored on a Friday night, come down to Pembroke, witness some Friday Night Lights and some amazing marching band music. And as Carmina Burana, one of the most classical pieces and most recognizable pieces in all of contemporary music, goes through the rafters to try us get the players warmed up, to get the crowd hyped up for this game. The starters come onto the floor, off of the bench, and we are certainly in for what should be an amazing game here between the Pembroke Titans and the North Quincy Raiders. As the tip is about to get ready, Brady Spencer will win it as it's already scuffled on the ground. Number 31, Zach Taylor, picks it up and bounces out to start it with Kobe Wynn, the freshman, leading this Raiders team. Swings it across, finds Taylor. Taylor drives down to his right, whips it down low. Considine can't get the steal. Layup is up, no good. Rebound picked up by Devontae Perry. First possession is done and over with as Devontae Perry brings it up for the Titans. Brings it across half court, swings over to the right, looking to find something. Fakes a pass, giving it to Connor Lockhart, who gives it right back. Swings it across, finds Tom Considine behind the arc, and he's going to take the first shot. And it's going to be no good. Bounces in and out. A three-pointer, no good from Considine. As Kobe Wynn will bring it up for the Raiders, as he will do most of the night. He gets a screen. He's got an opening in the corner, but has no shot. Gets down towards the baseline, floats it across, finds Taylor. Taylor gives it off to Caldwell, whose shot is no good, rebounded by Tom Considine, who's going to immediately swing it back out to Perry. Out to Lockhart in the corner, but back to Perry, trying to get something going, calls out a play. Gets his motion offense officially running. Gets it out to Lockhart, out to Considine, who gets it to Lockhart, whose first layup is no good, but his putback layup is good. The first points of the night go to the Titans as they take an early 2-0 lead. Win out wide to Taylor. Taylor gets it down low, and it's swung out wide to Dahi Quinn, who gets the first points of the night for the Raiders. 2 tied is the score. 2-2 between the Raiders and the Titans. Perry hands it off to Considine on the right side. Swings it out, cry to Joey Dwyer. Makes a man jump. Pulls up at the free throw line, fakes a shot, but his mid-range shot will be no good off the front iron. Picked up by North Quincy as it swings into the corner for Dahi Quinn. His shot is no good from beyond the arc. And the student section already starting to get loud here. With just over 6 minutes, the score tied at 2. Joey Dwyer will switch it up now for the Titans as he brings it up and across half court. Out to Lockhart behind the arc. Swings it down low for Spencer, getting double teamed. He holds on to it even though he almost lost it. Gets down to the baseline, driving inside. Right-handed layup is going to be good. And that is his first points of the night. 2 for Lockhart and 2 for Spencer as the Titans retake the lead. Comes out to Caldwell, bounce back to Wynn. Wynn finds Caldwell, whose shot is up and no good. Going to be pushed out, but going to be rebounded by Zach Taylor, whose layup is also going to be no good. Perry now brings it across, trying to get it quickly up the court. Can't find anything, so slows it down. Brings it out to the left side, hands it off to Connor Lockhart, who swings it out wide for Dwyer. Dwyer at the top of the key. Now gives it up to Brady Spencer, whose first 3 of the game is up, and it's good. Buchanan put it on the board. Yeah, a three-pointer from one half of the Splash Brothers as they extend their lead to 5. Now with Caldwell, bounces it back to Wynn. Wynn out wide to Taylor. Taylor trying to find something, gets it down low for Quinn. The ball is stripped away and Dwyer comes up with it, but his pass is no good. Taylor drives inside, gives it off to Colm Gary, and that's going to be a charging foul. The first foul of the night goes to Colm Gary, his first team foul, and he's officially acknowledged with a charge. As Joey Dwyer trying to get some words with the referee as he thought that he was elbowed, but to no avail. Pembroke will bring it up, trying to extend on their 5-point lead. Just over 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter of play. Gives it out to Joey Dwyer. Now back to Spencer at the elbow. Gets it out to Perry. Back to Considine at the 3 line. Gets down to the elbow, but it's stolen away. North Quincy will pick up with it. Taylor brings it up the court. Stops, gives it off to Dahi Quinn. Quinn driving inside, goes up for the layup, but he gets stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. as Dwyer brings it up across the court. Now for Lockhart. Lockhart in the corner trying to find something. Lockhart driving inside but gives it off to Considine. Out to Perry in the corner. Back out to Lockhart. He's got space. It's up. And you can put another board. Yeah! 2 straight threes and a 8-0 run for the Titans makes head coach Kevin Barrett for the North Quincy Raiders take their first time out. With just over 4 minutes left in this first period, the Titans have got out to a big lead, leading 10-2. And welcome back after a short timeout break. The Titans getting out to an early lead thanks to 2 threes from Brady Spencer. With the score sitting at 10-2, the Raiders certainly have a lot of time to play with, but if they don't get something going now, it might just already be the end in the first quarter. Swing down low, and that is Zach Taylor with the layup. His first 2 points of the game. Cuts it down to 6 between the Raiders and the Titans. Joey Dwyer to bring it up for the Titans, bringing it across half, trying to get something. Gets a screen from Considine, gets a little separation, but it's going to be tipped away, but a little too much on the tip as Pembroke will retain possession in their own half. As the referees are starting to discuss about something, potential foul, but nothing doing, as Connor Lockhart will inbound it now for the Titans. Lockhart gets it out to Perry. Perry gets the screen from Considine. Perry holding it up at the top of the key. Gives it out wide to Lockhart. Lockhart now trying to hold up. Gets a pass win but can't get anything going. Considine out to Spencer now. Drives inside, gets down to the elbow, tries to spin around, tries to find Considine in the corner, but there was a lack of communication as it goes right by Considine and the first turnover, an unforced turnover I should say, for the Titans. As Taylor, who just got his first points on the last drive, brings it up now for North Quincy. Gives out to Wynn. A quick pull-up 3, and that's up, and that's good. A 3-pointer from Kobe Wynn, his first points of the night. Cuts it down to only 3 as Perry hands it off to Dwyer. Dwyer getting down towards the elbow, gives it off to Lockhart. Lockhart now trying to get something working in this motion offense. Gets down to the baseline, gets by Wynn, but can't get anything going. Spencer now at the elbow. The fadeaway jumper. No good off the back iron, but Considine with the rebound. Goes up with it with a right-handed layup, and that will be rebounded by Zach Taylor as the layup was no good. Brought up by Wynn. Quick, fast break, but is quickly shut down. Wynn will recycle the possession at the top, calls out a play. Gets it out to Taylor on the left side. His pass down low is going to be tipped away. Picked up by Lockhart, driving down low. He has a lane, but he gives it off to Joey Dwyer. And that's going to be a controversial call already. Joey Dwyer saying going off North Quincy, but the referees doesn't agree. North Quincy will restart possession. 2.5 minutes left here in the first quarter of regulation. The Raiders fighting back after their first timeout as Taylor picks it up now, gets a screen, but nothing going there. As that's going to be a travel. He went to pass, but he went up in the air to pass it. He couldn't get anything going before he fell down, and that is a classic travel. Pembroke to restart possession. They haven't scored in 2 minutes, but knowing this team, it's definitely not hard for them to score. Dwyer gets it from Perry. Gets a screen from Spencer. He drives inside. Player falls to the ground, but the mid-range shot is no good from Joey Dwyer. Getting off to a cold start tonight, uncharacteristic of him. As Wynn now calling out something, gets men in motion. That's Nate Caldwell. Gets it out to Taylor. Taylor down to the byline, and it's going to be blocked away by Joey Dwyer, and that's going to be a jump ball. Looked more like a wrestling match down in the key, but with the possession arrow pointing in favor of the Titans, they will resume possession. Perry trying to get something working for this Titans offense. Scoreless in the last 2.5 minutes, but I feel like there's a change to that. They've gotten good looks, but nothing is falling for them. Maybe the rim's a little heavy tonight. As Considine gives it out to Lockhart, drives inside, pulled up Jay from the charity stripe, and that's going to bounce in. A classic Mid-range shot from Connor Lockhart, looking like his idol, LaMelo Ball out there. As Wynn brings it across the court for the Raiders. Swings it out wide, finds Caldwell. Caldwell swings it across for Taylor. Taylor down to the baseline, finds Geary. His shot is blocked. 3 straight block shots for Pembroke, as they've really shown their defensive aptitude tonight. As Perry swings it out wide for Lockhart. Lockhart calling for the screen, but nothing going. Gives it to Considine, hands it off, who swings it out to Dwyer. Dwyer getting heavily guarded as he's going to be stripped away. It's going to be a breakaway here for North Quincy, and that's going to be tipped away by Devontae Perry. Zach Taylor went up for the layup, but it was not even a shot. It was just tipped away, and under the backboard, North Quincy will resume possession. Wynn out wide to Caldwell. Caldwell trying to find something, floats it back for Wynn, but it's going to go right back into the hands, even though it was tipped by Lockhart. Wynn driving in, but he fakes it, gives it off to Taylor. A baseline shot is going to be no good, rebounded by Brady Spencer. Gives it off to Connor Lockhart now. Lockhart going into the corner, his favorite spot, drives inside, right hand layup is no good off the front iron, but they are going to call a foul on number 23, Tom Considine. That is first team foul for Pembroke. Just over 30 seconds left as the shot clock and game clock are separated by 2 seconds here. Once more, Wynn brings it up the court. Stops, gives it out to Taylor, who swings it right back to Wynn. Wynn, right back to Taylor. 1-2's aplenty. Taylor, step back. Jay is no good. Picked up by Devontae Perry. Shot clock has expired as we're under 30 seconds here in the first quarter of regulation. Perry now holding it up, and it's going to be a timeout called by Matt Vincenzi. Nick. Too many names for me to remember. I'm sorry. Nick Vincenzi takes the first timeout as Pembroke almost finished the first quarter with a lead, 12-7. And welcome back after a short timeout break taken by Coach Vincenzi of the Titans. Just 8 seconds left here in the first quarter as Perry will inbound it. Looks for Lockhart but can't get it. Gives it off to Joey Dwyer, who's going to hold it up. Maybe going to take the last shot. He gets a lane. He goes up for the layup, and it's going to be no good. Rebounded by North Quincy. A heave at the end of the quarter will come just short. And after 1 quarter of play between the 15-0 Titans and the 11-4 Raiders, the Titans hold the advantage, leading 12-7. And welcome back to Pembroke High School. After 1 quarter of play, the Titans are leading by a score of 12-7, thanks to the hot start by Brady Spencer, who already has 8 points on the night. Spencer being the mainstay of this team, being the defensive rock and the offensive shot creator. He's asking for his teammates to do a lot more, but they're leading, so he shouldn't be that upset. As we get the second quarter under play here with Wynn swinging out across. Now into the corner, back for Wynn. He's open, and it's good. You can put it on the board. Yeah! 3 points for the Raiders as they open up the scoring in the second quarter here. 12-10, the Titans lead now. Perry out to Dwyer. Dwyer fakes the handoff and holds it, gives it back to Lockhart. A lob pass finds Considine in the corner, drives inside, right-handed layup is no good off the front iron. Tipped away, picked up by Wynn. Wynn driving down, holds it up, getting guarded by Devontae Perry. Wynn with some good handling, trying to keep possession for the Raiders. Out to Caldwell, who bounces it back to Wynn. Wynn back to Caldwell, down to the baseline for Quinn. Quinn gets it down low, and it's going to go off the hands of North Quincy, and Pembroke will restart the game. Just over 7 minutes, with the only score this second quarter being a three-pointer from North Quincy. Perry out wide to Connor Lockhart, who gives it off to Spencer pretty quickly. Spencer driving inside with that left hand of his. It's a reverse layup, but the shot will be no good, but he is fouled on the play. The foul will go on number 11. New substitution, Ethan Gow, the senior 5'11 guard, gets his first foul of the night, the second team foul for North Quincy, as Spencer will head up to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. His first shot is up, and it is smooth as silk. Falls right in and extends the lead for the Titans to 3 now. A quick routine for Spencer as his second shot will be no good, bounces out. Rebounded by Quinn. Quinn now to bring it up for the Raiders after getting the rebound. Gets a screen, but nothing going there as Wynn makes a move inside, floats it out wide, finds Caldwell. His shot is up, and it's going to hit off the back iron. One-hand rebound by Joey Dwyer. A foul on number 11, Ethan Gow, once again. 2 fouls in quick succession for Gow, as he has put his team total up to 3 now. 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half. The Titans leading by 3. Dwyer to Lockhart in the corner. Lockhart swings it back to Dwyer. He's got open space. It's up, and it's no good, hitting off the back iron. An uncharacteristic slow start for Dwyer tonight. Usually when he gets that type of separation, he doesn't miss. But now, Quinn holding it up for the Raiders. Whips it out wide for Wynn. Back into the corner for Gow. Gow's shot is no good. Rebounded by Brady Spencer. Spencer quickly up to Perry. Up to Dwyer. Drives inside. A left-handed layup is wide open. It's like a Dairy Queen line at 8 a.m. It's wide open, and he had a free lane to drive through and get as many ice cream sandwiches as he wanted. As North Quincy restart possession here. Swinging it into the corner. Ethan Gow gets stripped, but it's going to go off the hands of Brady Spencer and will remain in possession of the Raiders. Caldwell to inbound it now for North Quincy, as the referee and head coach, Kevin Barrett, are discussing as a three-pointer is up and no good off the side. And the ball is going to bounce up as it's going to go out of bounds. But it will remain a North Quincy possession right in front of the Pembroke bench. Caldwell to inbound it once again. Floats it across for Gow. Gow gets it off to Wynn. Wynn now out wide back to Caldwell. Caldwell fakes the pass, gives it out to Wynn. Wynn for 3. It's up, and it's good. He's got the magic stroke right now. He's 2 for 2 on his three-point attempts tonight. Looking like what Joey Dwyer wish he could look like tonight. Unmissable behind the arc as Pembroke get it going with Perry. Back out to Dwyer. Dwyer to Considine, down to Perry. Perry swinging it across, finds Considine. Quick motion offense, finds Lockhart driving inside on Wynn. Goes for the layup, and it's going to bounce in and out. Unlucky for the senior as Dahi Quinn gets the rebound and will bring it up for the Raiders. Quinn now driving inside with the left-hand layup. Shot is no good as he falls to the ground. Is okay. Dwyer brings it across, gives it to Perry, back to Dwyer. Dwyer fakes a shot, drives inside on that left, gets fouled. Shot is no good, but he'll get 2 attempts from the charity stripe. The 4th team foul on North Quincy tonight. The foul is going to go on, I believe, Nate Caldwell. I couldn't really see, but that is the 4th team foul for North Quincy. As Dwyer ready to go through his routine. One of the better free throw shooters on this team. His first free throw is no good, hitting off the back iron. As Vincenzi's trying to discuss something with the officials and the scores table. A little bit of confirmation there. Yes, the foul does go on Nate Caldwell. Score table had a question. As Joey Dwyer for his second of 2 free throws. It's up. And that one hits the back iron. Instead of bouncing out, it bounces in. 16-3 for the Titans as they look to hold on to this early lead that they have amassed. Wynn now out to Gow. Almost an ill-advised pass, but North Quincy holding on to it. Wynn, a no-look pass down low, Gets swung out wide for Gao, and his shot is move as silk. 16 all between the Titans and the Raiders. 3 consecutive threes for the Raiders have got them back in this game as a misplaced pass from Tom Considine. We'll see the ball be restarted or be brought back into play by the Raiders. A lot of unfortunate mistakes and unforced mistakes for the Titans as it's all tied up now as Wynn brings it across, gives it off to Quinn. Looks for the shot but can't get anything. Wynn fakes the shot as well. A hop step layup going to be denied but brought back out to Dahi Quinn. Quinn swung out wide to Caldwell. Back to Gow in the corner. It falls to Clifford who just checked in, and it's a nice little save from Tom Considine. Just under 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. The Titans looking to break away from the Raiders, while the Raiders are trying to do the exact opposite, trying to break away from a formidable team in the Titans. As Dwyer swings it around, finds Perry, gets it off to Lockhart. Lockhart gets a screen, gives it back to Considine. His 3 is up, and it's good! A 3-pointer for Tom Considine. He missed his first, but he's not going to miss 2 in a row as he gets the first points in over 2 minutes for the Titans. 19-16, the Titans lead. Win. Down low, Clifford gets the basket and the foul. A potential 3-point play for the junior. The foul is going to be accredited to Brady Spencer. His first foul of the night, second team foul. Dylan Clifford for his lone free throw attempt. It's up and it's good. Didn't have to think about too much, just put it up, and it falls right down as the quick lead from the Titans has been diminished through a 3-point play from North Quincy's Clifford. Now Dwyer at the top of the key, gives it out wide to Considine. Into the corner for Lockhart, swung out wide for Spencer, trying to make some moves on Quinn. His layup is going to bounce in and out. A very unlucky night for Spencer as the shot is blocked, but it somehow goes up. And there's going to be a stop and play as a player for Pembroke seems to go down. It's Brady Spencer, and that is a bad sign for Pembroke as he is just coming off a high ankle sprain not too long ago. But as we have this pause in time, score is tied up at 19 with just under 3 minutes left to go. We all hope that he'll be okay as he's getting checked out by the athletic trainer. He got up and he's limping a little, but he looks fine. I don't want to make any guesses about what it could be, but we all hope him the best and hope that it's the slightest of injuries. As checking into the game, the first substitution for Pembroke tonight will be number 33, Cameron Wilson, the sophomore. He'll be checking in for the now injured Brady Spencer. But restarting this game, we'll see Perry bring it up for the Titans. All tied up at 19. Just 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Perry trying to drive down low, but nothing going. Wilson into the corner for Lockhart. Lockhart brings it out wide for Considine. Considine holding it up. Gives it off to Dwyer. Gets the double pick, but nothing going. Dwyer, pull-up J is no good. Hits off the backboard, but it will be rebounded by Pembroke. Considine driving inside, has the lane, moves inside, and that is a nice athletic move from Considine. Shifting and moving to get the bucket. 2 points on the board for the Titans as they take the lead once again, 21-19. Wynn calling out some plays with the help from a teammate, gets a screen from Gow. Now Wynn floats it down low for Caldwell, but nothing will count on that play as there will be a charging foul. That is a 15 foul for North Quincy tonight. Devontae Perry to bring it up for the Titans as he does about 90% of the time. Perry now looking for something, hands it off to Dwyer. Dwyer looking for the screen but doesn't get it. Finds Lockhart in the corner. Brings it across to the middle, floats it down low for Considine, who's going to be stripped by Dahi Quinn. Bounces to Gow, back to Quinn. Right-hand layup, no good, but will be fouled on the play by Tom Considine. The third team foul for the Titans, and the student section and all the Pembroke fans are not very happy about that call as they thought it was a clean block. But in the eyes of the officials, nothing is as ever what it seems to the fans and the supporters. Dahi Quinn stands to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. His first shot is going to be good. A double substitution as Zach Taylor and Colm Gary check in for North Quincy. Second free throw is up and good. 2 for 2 from the line for the sophomore captain. It's Perry will get it restarted, but gives it off to Dwyer. A minute and a half to go here in the first half. All notched up at 21 between the Raiders and Titans. Dwyer to Considine, fakes the shot, looks to drive inside, but gives it off to Perry. Gets down the baseline, can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Gives it off to Dwyer, floats it across to the other corner. Dwyer trying to make a move, gets a man to jump, but can't take the shot. Lockhart to Considine, has the opening, has the shot, but it's not going to fall for him as North Quincy will bring it up once again, trying to take a lead for one of the very few times in this game. Now, the Raiders give it off to Taylor, drives inside, right-hand layup, no good. But we'll get 2 chances at the line. This is not how Pembroke would want to be playing. They're just giving away silly fouls, and they're just letting North Quincy just capitalize on what they've already been really good at throughout the entire season. As Taylor's first free throw is going to be no good, bouncing off the back iron. And a little bit of an injury update. Brady Spencer will be moving into the athletic trainer's office. He'll be checked out for his injury. And another foul is going to be called on Tom Considine. This time, a push. That is a horrible call in the eyes of the student section, as due to the high amount of fouls in the first half, Connor Kroon will be checking in for Tom Considine, who's already amassed 3 fouls. A minute exactly to go. Win inside to Quinn. He's pickpocketed away as Lockhart brings it up. Goes up for the acrobatic layup as it falls for Kroon. Goes up for the shot, but is hacked away. Quinn against Perry. Quinn goes up for the layup, and he gets stuffed by Devontae Perry. A good little chase down defense right there as Pembroke will get it restarted. Under a minute left to go. 43 seconds here in the first half as this crowd starts to get loud with the student section. Now Perry out to the left, hands it off to Wilson. Wilson out to Lockhart. Lockhart holding it up, gives it out to Dwyer in the corner, swings it back across into the middle. He's got an opening, but gives it off to Lockhart, who goes over 3. It's up. No good off the back iron. And a nice rebound from North Quincy. Shot clock expired as we're under 30 seconds. North Quincy possibly holding out for the last shot of the first half here. As Wynn holding on to it. 13 seconds here. Gives it off to Quinn. Quinn looking for the screen, gets it. Almost loses it, falls to the ground. Shot goes up, and it's going to go in. That is substitution. Q. Scott with the shot as Lockhart will put up a last-second shot. No good. Wilson can't get the putback layup to go, as this is a rare sight this year for Pembroke. They trail at halftime following a dominant display from North Quincy so far, as they trail North Quincy by a score of 24-21. Hello and welcome back to Pembroke High School, as we definitely have a clammy game on our hands, as the visiting North Quincy Raiders are currently leading the undefeated Pembroke Titans away from home, leading 24-21. Thanks to the hot hands of Dahi Quinn, Zach Taylor, and the sharp passing of Kobe Wynn, they've been able to infiltrate this, what seemingly was an impenetrable defense of Pembroke's. Heading into this game, there were a few keys that I thought, well, exactly how it sounds, that should have been key for them to be in this game, and maybe even poke a win at the very end of the day. And so far, they've done 3 out of the 4 that I said. So far, I'll start on the positives. They've been able to capitalize on their free throws, only missing 1 free throw out of their 8 attempts so far. They've also been able to create high percentage shots using their quick ball movement. They've been able to get open threes, open mids, and sometimes even more open layups down low. This defense for Pembroke has gotten a little rocky in this game, and maybe it's a commentator's curse, and if it is, I apologize to Pembroke, but they have certainly been the better team tonight. The only one they haven't been able to do so well is using the height down low. Dahi Quinn hasn't been working down low as everyone expected him to be. He's actually been working around the arc, using his amazing passing ability to keep it rolling. On the other hand, for Pembroke, it's just worse and worse for them. Their best shooter, Joey Dwyer, has not been able to hit a 3. His only shots he's made is 2 for 5 on the night. He made 2 layups. He's missed a mid-range and he's missed 2 threes. He's not having a good game. Maybe halftime would have reset him, and maybe he will look like a different player heading into the second half. Along with that, Brady Spencer has been officially ruled out of the game. He is still in the athletic office, but we have heard that he has suffered another ankle sprain, and that is a little disheartening, seeing how he just came off the injury list with one. Along with that, Pembroke have not been able to get the good shots that they've usually been able to get. Their offense has been no match for this North Quincy defense. And as we get ready to start the second half of play in this Patriot League game between the Titans and the Raiders, it's certainly shaping up to be one of the best finishes we've seen in the entire season. But we are ready to get this second half underway as we get our cameras all set up. I'll keep you up with the commentary. Devontae Perry starts it off, giving it out to Joey Dwyer. Dwyer now to Cam Wilson. Out wide to Lockhart. Brings it back up top for Considine. Gives it back to Dwyer. Trying to move inside, but getting double teamed. Gives it back to Considine. Has the opening. Drives inside with that left hand shot. No good. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Dahi Quinn. Quinn now out wide to Codwell. Back to Quinn. Back to Wynn. Wynn's wide open, but swings it out wide to Taylor. Taylor now back out to Wynn. Wynn moving out to the right side. Has an opening and pops up for the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Taylor. The putback layup, though, is good and extends to the biggest lead for North Quincy so far tonight. They lead by 5, 26-21. Perry now gives it off to Dwyer. Dwyer now out wide to Lockhart. Lockhart back out to Considine. Considine now holding it up, gives it back to Perry. Perry now driving down low, but gives it back out to Considine. Considine in the corner, brings it out to the middle, but drives down towards the baseline once again. His pass is going to be tipped away by North Quincy as they will retain possession underneath the basket. Devontae Perry will inbound it underneath the basket here. Fakes the pass twice, but floats it out to Dwyer, who's able to control it. Dwyer has to get a shot up, and he can't get it up in time. A shot clock violation, just adding on to the list of woes for this Pembroke team so far in this game. Just under a minute elapsed here in the second half, as Wynn brings it across for the Raiders. Hands it off to Taylor, who's had a decent start to this game. Taylor now swings it across, pass is tipped away, goes right into the North Quincy bench as Cam Wilson decides that he wants to be a Raider as he falls into the bench, but he's back on the court now. North Quincy to inbound it right in front of their own bench. Taylor gives it off to Wynn. Wynn trying to get something rolling with 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Now Taylor driving inside, has a nice jump shot opportunity, but it's going to be no good off the side iron. Picked up by Devontae Perry, who looks to open the lane but can't get anything going. Gives it out to Lockhart. Lockhart has space. He's got the shot, and he's got the 3 points. You can put him on the board. Yeah! 3 points, the first points of this second half for the Titans as they cut the lead for North Quincy down to only 2. Swung out wide for Taylor. Has the room, getting guarded by Dwyer. Getting double teamed now. Bounced out wide. Trying to cycle to a possession. Win with the jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Dahi Quinn. Or it should have been before he was fouled. An over-the-back foul on Joey Dwyer. He is just not having the sort of night that you would expect from the sharpshooter. As Pembroke will make a substitution. We've had a JV call-up tonight as he's not even on my rosters. I apologize. But a substitution for Pembroke. We'll see North Quincy get a 3 in the corner, and it's going to be rebounded by Devontae Perry. The shot is immediately going to end up in a foul for Devontae Perry. He fell down hard, but everyone looks to be okay. That was a scary fall, and I would like to say that's a clear lane foul. Perry looks to be okay. He's holding onto his wrist, but he seems that he'll be able to continue in this game. Always a good sign to see someone stay in the game after taking a tumbling hit. Obviously, he fell on that left arm, but he seems to be okay. The referee's chatting with the officials, trying to get what the official call will be. North Quincy calling his teammates out over, as Joey Dwyer trying to listen in to North Quincy. As the refs seem to have made a decision, trying to wait for what the official call will be from the scorer's table. It's going to end up being a technical foul on Devontae Perry, as the technical free throw, the first of 2, is no good. The second technical free throw coming from Dahi Quinn is up, and that one's good. A super questionable call from the officials, as everyone from Matt Vincenzi to the student section to everyone, and even the North Quincy fans had no idea how that was a technical. Perry was knocked down. Somehow he gets called for the technical. But as we restart play with 5 minutes left to go here, Wynn picks up the bounce pass, almost got by him, gets it out to Taylor. Taylor back to Wynn. Wynn into the down low for the low block. That is going to be a unforced turnover there for North Quincy, as Pembroke will resume play. Dwyer really needs to hit his stride if Pembroke's going to come back in this game. Hands it off to Perry. The student section gets louder and louder with every possession now. Perry driving inside, down to the low block. Layup is going to be blocked away by Zach Taylor, his first block of the night. This has been one of the tensest games we've seen all year. The tensest definitely since Whitman Hansen, as the layup is going to be good. His first points for Varsity, number 35. I apologize that I do not know his name. He's not even on my roster, so I do apologize. Dahi Quinn now for North Quincy. Bounced out to Win. It tried to find Caldwell in the corner, but that will be tipped away and will resume with North Quincy. Win. Top of the key, out to Taylor. Taylor holding it up, gives it back to Wynn. Delayed 1-2, right back to him. He's got space, he's got the shot, and it's going to be no good as it rolls in and out. And a lack of hustle there from Pembroke. Sees North Quincy resume. Perry puts in a hand, but the layup's going to be no good, and that time definitively caught up by Lockhart. He brings it up. Lockhart down to Considine. Considine bounces it out wide to Perry. Perry back to number 35. Perry open in the corner, can't get the shot going. Looks to drive inside, gives it out to Constantine. He's got the shot, and it's good. You can put it on the board. Yeah. 3 points as the Titans retake the lead, 29-27. Win in the corner now, as foul is going to be called. The foul is going to be called on number 23, Colm Gary. As the student section tries to get everyone back into this game. Perry now Gives it to 35. 35 now floats it across for Lockhart. Lockhart trying to find something open. Gives it to Considine. Fakes the shot. Pulls up from the elbow, but fakes it. Tries to pass it away, but it's tipped away. Goes up for the layup. No good as he's fouled by number 23, Colton Gary. That is the third team foul for North Quincy. A push from Gary. That is his first personal third team foul. Considine going to step up to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. Around a 65% shooter. Considine's first free throw bangs off the front of the rim as a double substitution as Ethan Gow and Dylan Clifford check into the game for Zach Taylor and Colm Geary. Second free throw is no good, rolls in and out as North Quincy still trailed by 2, definitely still in this game, just under 4 minutes left to play here in this third quarter. Win to Gow to Caldwell. Caldwell holding it up, bounces it down to Dahi Quinn. A hand in the face is going to be called on number 23, and now he's in serious foul trouble. He had 3 fouls before the half started, and he's got his 4th one called on him. Now Connor Quinn will check in for the foul-laden Tom Considine. Gow will inbound it for North Quincy, quickly gives it out to Clifford. Clifford down on the baseline, gives it back to Gow, and Gow had a foot out of bounds, and that's another turnover for North Quincy. Substitution to happen as Tom Considine returns to the floor after a star-studded 30-second appearance from Connor Kroon there. Devontae Perry to bring it up. Going back to the roots of this team. A screen by Dwyer. He gets the lane, and he gets the layup. 2 points and an emphatic play for the Titans as they extend their lead to 4 now, 31-27. Just over 3 minutes to go. Gow passes it back to Wynn, out wide to Caldwell. Caldwell now holding it up, gives it to Gow in the corner. He's got the space. He's got the shot, but he doesn't get the points as Perry gets the rebound. Perry to slowly bring it up, calls out a play, taps on his chin. Trying to back down on Gow, but can't. Number 35 picks it up, gives it off to Lockhart. Lockhart, fake screen from Considine. As Perry picks up, pushes it out to Considine, fakes the shot, steps back, can't get the opening, gives it back to Perry. Perry at the top of the key, out to Dwyer as the ball is going to roll off the fingers of Joey Dwyer and out of bounds for North Quincy to resume possession. A timeout, the second timeout taken by Kevin Barrett, as his Raiders are looking at a deficit for the first time in a little bit. They trail by 4 points with just over 2.5 minutes left to go. Titans lead 31-27. And welcome back after a short timeout break taken by the Raiders. North Quincy looking at a deficit for the first time in over 3 minutes. They led into the half, but ever since they've looked like a different team and not in a good way. They've been sloppy. They haven't been able to score. They haven't been able to pass efficiently that lead up to good shots. But that could all change after that timeout as Nguyen will bring it up. Gives it up to Dahi, but his pass is going to be blocked. Brought up by Joey Dwyer. He's got a breakaway, goes up for the layup, and he's got the 2 points. An emphatic fast break for the Titans as they extend their lead now down to 6. The Raiders really need something here. Caldwell. His pass is going to be stolen away by Dwyer. Gets the opening, steps back for 3. No good off the front iron. He's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc tonight. You know, sometimes when he's not the shooter, he's the facilitator. He's been able to do that. He's been very efficient passing-wise. Gow now trying to find something, gets to Win. Caldwell bounces it down low for Clifford. His shot is blocked as it's somehow going to be saved That is a athletic play right there as Devontae Perry brings it up now, goes out for the layup. The fadeaway will be no good. Gao will slap away the ball, but it's going to end up in Quinn's hands. Gives it up to Wynn. Wynn trying to push it fast now. Wynn now to reset the possession. Slows it down, trying to find an opening. Gives it up to Caldwell, to Clifford. Quickly down to Quinn. And that's going to be a foul call down low. They're going to call a slap on the wrist. I don't even know the official name, but that's the motion they make, a slap on the wrist. That's going to go on Pembroke. That's their third team foul. Luckily, it wasn't on Tom Constantine, as he is in serious foul trouble. Quinn goes up for the layup, and it's going to be no good. Tipped away, finds in the hands of Quinn again, and his putback layup is going to eventually fall down for the Irishman, as Perry now slows it down for Pembroke, trying to slow down the pace of this game. Gets the screen from Dwyer, but gives it off to 35. 35 now trying to swing it around, finds Constantine. Constantine down to Dwyer. Dwyer now steps back, trying to move. Gets down low, gets hacked on his way up, and nothing is going to be called. As there's going to be a technical foul called on Joey Dwyer. He lost his mask, but then he yelled at the ref for his decision, and you just cannot do that. Not in high school, not in college, and definitely not in the NBA. Another technical opportunity for Dahi Quinn. 2 shots. His first one is good, hits off the back iron, and rolls in. 30 to 33 is the score. The Raiders trail as it now changes to 33 to 31 in favor of the Titans. Vincenzi for Pembroke looking a little upset at the manner and how the game's being played, how it's being called, and how it's being officiated, as we're having a supporter referee argument, but play is resumed with Dahi Quinn. Under 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Gao in the corner, he's open, and he's got the shot. A big three-pointer for the Raiders as they take the lead by 1. A big shot from Ethan Gao there as Perry hands it off to Dwyer. Dwyer to 35. 35 now holding it up, trying to get something. Gives it off to Lockhart. Motion in play. Now, Constantine gets the opening, can't get the shot. Dwyer, quick turn, 3, it's up, and it's good! A three-pointer for Joey Dwyer. He makes his first one of the night, and what a clapback 3 that is. He's just broken his duck behind the arc today, as that makes him now 1 for 4 behind the line tonight. But it doesn't matter. The Titans hold a 2-point lead. Quinn to Win, and as Quinn falls to the ground as he's pushed by Devontae Perry, that is going to be the 5th team foul for the Titans now. 10.2 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Gao to inbound it, gives it off to Win, quickly out to Quinn. Quinn back to Win. Win driving inside, floats it out wide for Caldwell. Pass tipped away by Dwyer, and the ball will be inbounded in the corner. Dylan Clifford to inbound it. 2 seconds, floats it, but that's going to be tipped away and kept in. And nothing doing at the end of the third quarter there. No drama except for 2 amazing threes, 1 from Ethan Gao and 1 from Joey Dwyer. As heading into the fourth quarter, the Titans lead by 2 by a score of 36 to 34. And welcome back to Pembroke High School. 3 quarters down and 1 to go here in regulation. The Titans holding on to a nervy lead so far that has been swung around more than James Harden in the NBA. This lead has been back and forth, and it never seems to stay with one team. Gao back to Quinn. His first 3 of the night is up, and it's no good off the back iron. Rebounded by Pembroke. Perry to bring it up for the Titans. A little bit of management on the court by the players off the ball. Constantine down low to Lockhart, makes the move, and he's got the layup. A nice low post move there for the Titans, as you don't see that much from the guards anymore, but if you get a mismatch like that, it's very easy to win up down in the post. Now, here is Gao, gives it off to Win. Win's pass to Quinn is going to be tipped away. Dwyer to bring it up for the Titans. 4 points separate the Raiders and the Titans now as Lockhart holds it up in the corner, swings it out wide to Perry. Perry now slowing down the possession, trying to get something working. Considine comes out, and that's going to be foul against North Quincy. A hold on number 4. That will be Kobe Wynn. His first personal foul, 4th team foul for North Quincy so far. Perry floats it to Dwyer. Can he hold possession of it? Yes, he can. Getting guarded in his own half now. Brings it across. Gives it off to Lockhart. Lockhart guarded by Wynn. Lockhart has a lane with his left hand, and that's a charge. And 1 to go on with the layup. A charging play and the layup. Not a charge, sorry, a blocking foul, my bad. I got my words mixed up. He charged into the lane to get the blocking foul. I got my words a little mixed up a little bit. And now here's the and 1 from Connor Lockhart as the gym gets quiet. And the layup is, the free throw is easy as a layup. I apologize for my bad English for the last minute or two. It's getting very heated in this gym. Now, Caldwell to Win. Back to Caldwell. He's got the open shot. And he's going to get the 3 points. Another 3-pointer for the Raiders as they've made a living behind the arc so far. Hitting 75% of their 3-point shots so far. Perry out wide to Considine. Has the 3 but gives it up. Pass down low is going to be intercepted by North Quincy as Dahi Quinn will bring it up. Nope, he'll give it off to Wynn, who brings it across the halfway line. 2 substitutions looming for the Raiders, but Quinn doesn't mind that as he is going to drive inside on that right hand, switch it off to the left, and a nice acrobatic layup to get the lead for the Titans, only down to 2. 2 points separate the Titans and the Raiders as this is definitely the matchup we all expected tonight. Lockhart gets the screen, can't get the opening. Considine has the opening, can't get the shot out. Gives it to Perry. Perry can't get the screen, drives inside, gives it off to Considine. He makes a man jump. That's Clifford, but gives it off to Dwyer. Dwyer has the lane, right-handed layup, and the ball is just not falling for him tonight. He has been super unlucky as Clifford's 3 is up, and it's good! 2 straight 3s for the Raiders. See them retake the lead in a dramatic fashion. 5.5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter, and this is certainly shaping up to be a wonderful, highly anticipated finish. And an illegal screen is going to be called on Tom Considine. And that's actually his 4th now. I thought he had 4 before, but now he has 4. Now he's in serious foul trouble. 1 more, and he's out of the game. And that would be a huge blow for this Titans team that heavily rely on him. 2 substitutions made for North Quincy as Colm Geary and Zach Taylor check into the game. Quinn goes out for the layup. That's no good as Lockhart convincingly comes down with the rebound. Guarded by Taylor. Lockhart gives it to Considine. Fakes the shot. Cliff gets inside. Layup no good. And it's both Pembroke players going up for the rebound thinking it was the opposite team. And instead of one of them holding on to possession in the attempt to get it, they actually lose it. And North Quincy have the chance to strike when the oven is hot. They've got the momentum. They've got the shooters. They've got the right personnel as it's back to Taylor. Taylor guarded by Perry. Taylor drives inside, hands it off as that layup is going to be good. Extends the lead for the Raiders to 3. And Matt Vincenzi has seen enough. He's seen a horrible offense, a horrible defense, and a team that's not cohesive and working together. Just over 4.5 minutes left here in regulation, and the Titans may be put to the sword. Score 44-41 in favor of North Quincy. And welcome back after what hopefully will be an inspirational and well-used timeout in the eyes of Pembroke, as they have been slipping, falling, and just outright being dominated by the Raiders, who, in the opposite fashion of how Pembroke does it to their other teams, the away side is putting Pembroke to the sword at the moment. But there's always a good finish here for Pembroke, as they fought off adversity all year. But now, when they need it most, they need a comeback. Now, Perry gets the screen, gets the opening, but can't get anything. Lockhart drives inside. A jump layup is going to be no good. He gets his own rebound, swings it back out wide for 35. It's up, and it's no good off the back iron. Lockhart trying to play defense on three people as Quinn restarts the possession for North Quincy. 4 minutes left to go. Three-pointer, no good off the front iron, and it's going to be, oh, that could have been a scary moment, but nothing has happened there, as 35 gets an opening, gets down the baseline, and that's going to be a blocking foul down on the baseline. And finally, a round of applause from this Pembroke supporter side, who haven't had much to clap about in the last 5 minutes. Neither team in the bonus, but both teams one foul away from the bonus. Gonna be inbounded underneath the basket, floated up for Considine, trying to get something going, gives it off to Dwyer. He has the opening, swings it out for Considine. Gets the opening, but it's gonna be a nice block from Dahi Quinn. Quinn driving inside. It's gonna be called a jump ball. That is a lucky call for Tom Considine, as Dahi Quinn is slow getting off the court, and he seems to be okay. He got up. Took a little bit of time for him to get up, but he seems to be okay. That is a scary moment whenever a player falls to the ground, but he seems to be okay. As the referee clean up a little bit of sweat and grime off the court, just to keep the players safe. We're about to get play restarted. Titans trail by 3, as they will be on defense here. Nope, never mind. The possession arrow was lying to me. It was pointed the other way, but now it's going the right way, and now it's in favor of the Titans as they bring it up. 3.5 minutes left to go, trailing by 3. It's not out of the hands yet, but they definitely need something quick, and they need it now. Dwyer holds it up, gets the screen, looking to move inside, but can't get anything going. Gives it off to Lockhart. Lockhart pushes off, drives inside, layup, no good, gets his own rebound, tries to swing it out wide for Perry, gets it, gives it off to 35. Another 3 from him, and that's going to be no good off the backboard. A slow night ever since the end of the third quarter from beyond the arc for the Titans, as Quinn moves to the center, drives inside. That's got to be some form of a carry, but instead of it being called against North Quincy, it's going to be called a hold, and now North Quincy have officially entered the bonus. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity for Dahi Quinn, who's been almost perfect from the line tonight. 5 for 6 so far on the night, as it's up and it's no good. His second of 2 shots about to upcome here. Dahi Quinn hits it and extends it to at least a 2-possession game. 4 points between the Titans and the Raiders. If the Raiders can hold on to this, this would be a huge win for them. Now, holding it up, 35 to Considine. Considine to Perry. Perry out wide to Lockhart, has the shot but holds on to it. Floats it down low, goes inside for the layup, and he's fouled on the play. A good little bit of motion caused an upset circumstance down low, and number 35 will stand up to the line for the first time in his varsity colors. Both teams have entered the bonus now. 2 shots. As as 23 has officially fouled out. Senior Captain Colm Gary will be a huge miss and a huge deterrence for this team, as the first free throw from number 35 will be no good. 2.5 minutes left, and the Titans need everything they can get at the moment. Second free throw. That one's no good. Rebounded by Nate Caldwell. Quinn, the man of the minute so far, maybe of the quarter. Into the corner. Caldwell now back to Win. Quick fire pass to Zach Taylor, who is wide open down low, and Matt Vincenzi is having no part of this. A horrible middle sector of this quarter, as the Titans now trail by 6, 47-41. And welcome back after the short timeout break. 2 minutes and 12 seconds could see the end of what has been an amazing start for the Titans. You know, I don't really want to have the commentators' curse put on me, because I literally, and I mean literally, will probably be put up on, you know, the fan section list for like, oh, we can't have him commentate anymore. He ruins everything. But 2 minutes to decide this. Perry to Dwyer to Lockhart. Lockhart swinging around, gets an opening right-hand layup. It is no good. Bounces in and out. Looks like it could have been a foul, but nothing going on the refereeing side. Quinn, who has been the main man for North Quincy this game, goes up for the layup. It's up. No good. Smacked away by Considine, just trying to keep it out of possession for North Quincy. You get an easy basket. Smacks it away, but that's wasting valuable seconds at this point in the game. Zach Taylor will inbound this pass. Floated out to Win. Win to Quinn. Quinn down low, layup, no good, no foul. Lockhart with a behind-the-back move. Drives inside, can't get anything going. Considine has an opening, but can't get anything. Lockhart looking for an opening, gets up the three, and it's no good off the back iron, but it falls into the hands of Considine to Perry in the corner. Can't get the shot off. Just under a minute and a half. Perry drives inside, right-hand layup, and it's good. That will make it 4 points between the Titans and the Raiders. Another timeout used by Pembroke. 2 points added to the board in favor of the Titans, as they've cut it from 6 down to 4, but they still trail North Quincy 47-43. And welcome back after the short timeout break, as Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes blares through the rafters here in Pembroke High School, trying to hype up what is actually a 5-person army for the Titans. But North Quincy will resume with possession. Taylor bounces it to Win. Immediate press, as that's going to go off the hands of Joey Dwyer before it goes out of bounds. Repeat, same position, same player. Taylor to inbound. Can't find anything, but gives it off to Quinn. Quinn back to Taylor. Taylor loses it on the baseline, and that is a huge break for the Titans, as with just over 70 seconds left to go in this game, that could be a huge turning point in favor for the Titans. Considine receives the inbound pass, holds it up, gives it off to Dwyer. Dwyer has the lane, inside, layup is good, it falls in, and he falls to the ground as he'll be checked out by the athletic trainer. It looks just like your normal calf cramp. You know, if you play soccer or any physical sport, you'll know how badly those calf pains hurt. But a minute and 3 seconds left. Titans trail by 2, and this could be one of the best and most crazy finishes in Pembroke Titans history. And welcome back as the trainer is still on the court checking out Pembroke Starlight Joey Dwyer. He's going to be walked off the court with the substitution, seeing the strong man himself, as he's known in Pembroke, Noah Patillo, making his first appearance of the night. And what a time to make your first appearance with a minute left to go in the biggest game of the season. Quinn hoofs it long, but that pass is going to have a little too much air and a little too much sauce behind it, as with just under a minute, everything is falling in favor for the Titans. They've gone on a 6-0 run, and the officials are having a discussion. The Pembroke fans here aren't really having a fun time with the officials, as they've seen it go a lot not in favor for them and a lot in favor for the Raiders, which, if you're the home team, you kind of expect referee advantage, but, I don't like to say anything about a referee advantage, but Pembroke, 50 seconds left, have all the momentum on an 8-0 run. Wilson can't get it. It falls. And they call a timeout before a travel is called. 45.3 seconds. Score still stays the same, 47-45 in favor of the Raiders. Caroline. Oh, sorry. As the DJ would put on one of the most noticeable and favorable in terms of the student section, Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond was playing. And, being a Bostonian myself, I can't help but sing it. I go to a lot of Red Sox games, so I kind of know the song on the back of my hand. But as play resumes, 45 seconds here for North Quincy. As the ball is going to be tipped away, but it's going to remain in North Quincy possession. 0.9 seconds had been removed. Taylor to inbound it. Good defense here. Quinn holds it up as it's going to be held up in the corner. Tipped once again off of Pembroke. This time a few more seconds. That was 4.2 seconds now. Cut off the time as 40 seconds remain. Taylor bounces it to Wynn. Wynn now holding it up. Considine can't foul or he'll get fouled out. Now Quinn holding on to it. Now to Taylor to Wynn. Floats it across for Quinn. They're just wasting as much time as possible now, as the ball will be tipped away by Lockhart. 6 seconds is what's left on the shot clock. 15 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Taylor, Quinn, they got to get a shot quickly. Wynn steps up, shoots. No good. Rebounded. Put back layup. No good. Falls. And it's going to be out of bounds on North Quincy. This is the ending that no one predicted, but everybody wanted. 12.4 seconds remain. Raiders lead 47-45. Titans take a timeout to devise one last play to keep their undefeated season alive in the most highly anticipated Patriot League matchup we've seen this entire season. And welcome back to the final of this Patriot League matchup between the Titans and the Raiders. Don't leave now. Don't leave your seat. Put down your drink. Put down your popcorn, because you don't want to throw anything if something spectacular happens. This crowd is getting louder by the second as the final 12 seconds remain to be played out. 47-45, Raiders lead, and the Titans are looking for one magical stroke of genius to get something. Perry, now under 10 seconds. Perry calls something out, gets a play in motion. He's got the opening, gets down to the baseline. Layup is going to be no good. He doesn't take the shot. Pass out wide is going to be tipped away by North Quincy. 3.6 seconds remain here in regulation. Will the Titans go for glory and go for three, or will they push it to overtime by getting a 2? Or will North Quincy walk out of here with a dub? Perry's got to get it off quick. Considine, shot, no good, but he is fouled on the play as this crowd goes into a roarous, uprising. It's just like, it's like Bill Russell walked into the run, It was so loud for a second, I had to move my mic away from my mouth. Tom Considine has the chance. His first of 2 free throws is up, and it's no good. First free throw is no good. Substitution being made. Connor Kroon will not check in yet as a timeout is going to be taken by Pembroke. 1.3 seconds remaining. Titans trailing by 2. And, I might have done the commentator curse, but with just over a second, Titans still trail by 2. As they come back onto the court for what could be the possible last time in this game. 2 points and a dream is what separates Pembroke and North Quincy. North Quincy, currently ranked number 35 in Massachusetts, would get a huge bump in their state rating if they can hold on. 1 free throw here. Off the backboard, missed, and we're going to get a final decision. The buzzer rang, but they're going to call a foul and a last-ditch attempt to get something from this game. The foul went up before the crowd, or before the buzzer went up, but I think it's all in vain as Dahi Quinn steps up to the line. Scorer's table trying to see how much time they're going to add to the clock. Can't be much more than a second. Yeah, half a second. That's a chump change in the eyes of these players as the box is stacked. This is potentially the end of the road. Dahi Quinn steps up. His first free throw is up, and it's good. Slings it to 3, and now if Pembroke's going to get anything, they need a desperation 3, a full court heave. But if Quinn makes it, that is the end of what has been an incredible run. It's up, and it's good. That is the game. The Titans will fall for the first time this year. They've been put to the sword, and their season has not been ruined in any stretch. They're still 15-1, still one of the best teams in all of Massachusetts. But North Quincy did the unthinkable. They extend their record to 12-4, being 6-3 in the division, as they come into Pembroke and they slay the undefeated Titans by a score of 49-45. That's it from Pembroke High School. We'll see you next Tuesday, where I believe it's the boys. You'll see the boys once again play on Tuesday night. Check in down there. My name is Mitchell Porter, and as always, good night, America.